The much-anticipated announcement of India's Men's Asia Cup T20 squad came in, fighting the Mumbai rains. The meeting and announcement, of course, got delayed just a bit thanks to the incessant rains there. And just like the showers, it swept us away with a few key decisions. Critical questions that I'll try to answer here. What do these selections really indicate? Considering this is the T20 World Cup calendar year, 2026 is when it's going to happen. Who benefited the most and who sorely missed the bus? Let's jump right into the most important call when you look at that squad, Shubman Gill's inclusion, and not just any inclusion. He's been made the vice captain. Just yesterday we spoke about whether Gill would be included in this one, and if so, in what role, because you can't bring in a batter, a leader such as Gill to just be a backup, to just be a part of the squad. He has to be in the 11, so he possibly is your all-format captain of the future. So then where does he come in? Now he bats at a most desirable number 3 for his IPL franchise Gujarat Titans. So needless to say, he will take up that position, coming in one down without any resistance. The fact that he's been brought in and given vice captaincy is an indication of that. Though Chief of Selectors Ajit Agarkar did not talk about where he would fit, he did say what he thought, what made the think tank get Gill in and replace Axar as vice captain.
I mean, I can discuss with you right now T20 cricket and Test cricket is already leading, and like Surya mentioned, he was vice captain the last time he played T20 cricket for India. So we obviously see some leadership qualities in him, and and his form in England was what we were hoping for. He obviously exceeded all our expectations with the kind of form that he showed with his bat, so which is a great sign.
Clearly, the England series and how Gill rallied his troops through those 5 tests had a bearing on this selection. Now look, his batting was always there, an asset. But what is being unsettled because of his presence and his coming into the 11 is what we have to figure out here. There's no way the management and captain can upset the opening combination, that of Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma. They have been explosive at the top, they work, and that has to continue. At least if you go by India's quest to wanting to defend their T20 World Cup title. Now we come to post-Gill. After that number 3, Tilak Varma has to bat at number 4. He should be given that extra responsibility, considering that's exactly what happened when he was pushed to number 3 recently. Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, they solidified that middle order. So far, so good. Now here's the challenge. If Sanju Samson is keeping wickets, then you'd think that leaves no place for Jitesh Sharma. So I'd love to see Rinku Singh coming in there instead of someone like a Shivam Dube who finds his place in the squad for some blistering lower order assault. Now, can you keep Axar Patel, a dynamic all-rounder, out? Ideally, no. So that leaves us with 3 spots. Jasprit Bumrah and his second in command, probably someone like an Arshdeep Singh, should be the picks there. It's nice to see the most revered fast bowler in the world in your lineup. So that's one big plus for India here as we work towards the World Cup, with Varun Chakravarti tipping Kuldeep Yadav as the number 11. That's what a probable 11 looks like when you look at this particular squad. But who misses out here, and what are some debatable calls when you look at the squad for the Asia Cup? Someone like Washington Sundar, who absolutely impressed us all with his performance, both with the bat and the ball against England in the test recently. We get it's difficult to get a spot into a squad that has a player of the caliber of Axar Patel already in. Tough one that. Yashasvi Jaiswal, he's the other one who misses out. The young batter has done no wrong. In fact, he is one of the most flamboyant batters, particularly in this format, and yet couldn't find a spot in this squad. I guess the only way in is if you are the prince of Indian cricket, with leadership coming right up. Another person missing out, Shreyas Iyer, though yes, this is a pretty loaded batting lineup there to even get a foot in.
With regards to Shreyas, I mean, you'll have to tell me who he can replace here. Again, no fault of his, nor is it ours. It's just that you can pick 15, and at the moment he'll have to wait for his chance.
Well, it's become a bit of a regular sight to also see someone like Kuldeep Yadav warming the benches during a series, not making it to the 11. Now, he may get into the 11 here, maybe, but at whose cost? Taking up whose place? Competition is fierce here. Shivam Dube seems to be a backup for Hardik Pandya at this point. There were talks of him spending some time at the NCA some days ago. Hardik, yes, but almost feels like the dearth of proper fast bowling all-rounders in the country has really hit India hard if this is what the squad looks like. Is this how the T20 World Cup squad will also resemble? That's a question. Ajit Agakar says no, there's still many months left to go. There could be so many more combinations to be tried out, so many more players waiting in the ranks, but we aren't so sure. Most of the boxes in terms of certain roles in that 11, when you look at a World Cup, seem to have filled itself. But we got to leave some room for, of course, the injuries or lack of form. Thoughts on how this squad looks? Let us know.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.